So we're here in the Winning Moves booth with Joe Sequino, and one of the things I always enjoy is that Winning Moves kind of looks backwards and forwards. You dip into the well of history for older classic games and sort of reintroduce them to a new audience, and then you also provide us with new titles too, or sort of variations on titles we might be familiar with.
Exactly.
Anybody who knows our show knows that we are huge fans of the game Scopa, and we are very excited to see that you have your own version of Scopa now available.
Yeah, Scopa's the same game that you've known for years, and I played a variation as a kid. I was telling you a little while ago. We just came up with some custom artwork on the decks, and I'm telling you, probably the best thing about it is it retails for $4.99. I mean,
you can't beat that.
Yeah, I mean, practically the same price as a deck of regular poker cards.
Yeah.
But it's a custom deck, comes with a score sheet in there, and it's got the suits, the cups and the swords and the coins and the clubs, and it's just for someone like me who's Italian, it brings back great memories of being a kid. So
for sure,
it's definitely a family favorite.
For the value and for the idea that you can sit down and play a game that's 500 years old. That like you were saying, your dad played when he was younger. That's priceless, really. I think that's really awesome.
And it's great as a two-player. So
yeah, absolutely.
Those of us who is just you and your wife or your husband or whatever, that's one of the go-to games that my wife and I do on the weekends.
That and cribbage, that's our go-to games between those two. Yeah. We'd be happy as clams with almost no other games. We just had those two. Now, that's one of the new titles. What else is new here at Winning Moves?
Well, we have Super Big Boggle, which to some people that might sound a little funny, but regular Boggle is a 4x4 grid. Last year, or maybe it was 2 years ago, we did Big Boggle, which was a 5x5,
right?
Which was also done before. Parker Brothers did it in the 80s.
Okay.
And we were able to bring it back. That's one of the brands that we can work with from our partners at Hasbro. And we decided, it was such a big hit for us, let's try and make it even a little bigger. So we did Super Big Boggle, which you can kind of see here, and that's a
6x6?
Right. 6x6 grid. There's a couple extra cubes in there. One of them is a block, so you can't continue to make your pattern.
Words through it.
Thank you. And there's also a double letter cube, so it adds to the scoring. And it's a 4-minute timer instead of the traditional 3-minute timer.
Since you got more letters or
bigger
words
grid. And I'll tell you, there's a lot to look at there, and there's a lot of words. So there's more combinations, so there's typically more unique words when you're sitting down with a group of 4 people playing the game.
And longer words, I would think, since you've got more choices as well. Now, what is that? Is that available now?
It has just started shipping within the last couple weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the retail on that?
Don't quote me on this. I'm not 100% sure. I forgot already, but I think it's the 1995 game. So I'm pretty sure it's
good price for a giant tray of letter cubes like that.
A lot of cubes, a lot of plastic. Sample over there. We also brought back the game of Tribond.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you remember Tribond.
Sure.
It's the classic game of threesers.
Right.
You're trying to figure out what these 3 things have in common. Like, for example, an archer, a violinist, and a present. And the answer is, well, they all have bows. And it's a party game. It's great for any number above 3.
Right.
And we have all new threesers in the game, so it's been updated.
So it's not just a reprint. It has new cards in it as well.
We actually simplified it a little bit, where we made it a little more affordable. We got rid of the clunky board in there. You don't really need a board to play the game.
Okay.
We got rid of the tokens, and it's just a die. You roll a die, and whatever the symbol comes up on there, that's the question that or the threeser that you read for your opposing team.
Okay.
And the first team to get to 10 cards wins. It's simplifies it, makes it a little more portable, and it's a little cheaper too.
Great. Were there any other new titles in the near future coming out from Winning Moves you can tease us with here?
Well, we wouldn't be getting into anything else for 2012. It would be 2013.
Okay.
And like you alluded to earlier, we'll be bringing back some more classic titles that have changed a little bit over the years. We'll bring back the originals, whether it's a first deluxe edition of Monopoly 1935 or a Clue or Life. It'll be one of those classic brands that we're working with.
Okay.
And it's not quite suitable for the GenCon crowd, I guess you could say, but we did just launch a line of jigsaw puzzles called Pastime Puzzles. And those are actually from I mean, the 20s. I mean, Parker Brothers had a line of pastime puzzles, and the really unique thing about it is they're all hand cut by these women called the pastime girls, believe it or not, and they hand cut them with a jigsaw.
Wow.
And some of the shaped pieces in there are called whimsies. And I don't know if there's any puzzle fans out there, but whimsies are the sun, the moon, the stars. They can be a cat, a witch.
So not a traditional jigsaw shape, in other words.
You'll have your traditional pieces plus the whimsies, and it's really high quality, thick puzzle board, and really affordable. They're only like $10.95.
And is this all the original artwork from these 1920s puzzles?
It's current artwork.
Oh, current artwork, but these old designs with the whimsies put in? Yeah. Again, you're kind of looking forward and back at the same time in a way with those too.
Exactly.
Well, I think there's a lot of gamers that are puzzlers too. I fit into that category.
Well, that would be cool.
Sure,
we didn't bring any here. We really didn't see much in the jigsaw world here over the years. So we thought, well, might not be the right thing, but I did bring a catalog in case anybody was interested. But, so that's pretty much what's happening now for now forward.
Great. Well, if people want to find out more information about Winning Moves, where can they find more information online?
A few places. They can go to winning-moves.com, which is our website. Okay. We have a Facebook page, which I have to look. I always forget. We're facebook.com/winningmovesgames. And we actually have a lot of followers. We have the most likes, I guess, of any company our size or smaller or a little bigger. We have about 25,000, which is
very nice.
Pretty aggressive.
Very nice.
And we got our YouTube page, which is youtube.com/winningmovesusa and twitter.com/winningmovesusa. So
no lack of ways for people to get a hold of you.
Yeah, just Google it, you'll find it.
Great. Well, thanks so much, Joe, for your time, and best of luck here at the show.
My pleasure. Thank you. All right.